All right, gang, gang, gang. Here is today's trade recap. I lost about one. No, it was like 205. Yeah, already reset. I was at 51,499. Lost around like. Oh no, no, it was like 180. Yeah, I took a total of like two. Well, technically three trades today. They were all kind of like the first one is always like my biggest one, and then it's so annoying because in the PM I always be hitting bangers, and then I size a lot smaller because I'm closer to my max loss on the day. Here's the trade I took in the morning, which I lost. It was going pretty good at first. What happened is on ES, we swept this high, and my bias was a bit unclear because I was like, okay, we just, bro, I was watching ICT and I don't know why, but his computer is just so slow. And like on the charts, it just moves so slow. It's so annoying. Anyway, on we took this high on the daily, right? And on ES, we're also in a weekly fair value gap right here. So I was a bit like my bias wasn't clear. Like took this low, but it might just be a sweep to go lower. It's also in a weekly fair value gap. So today I kind of wanted. Is that already the next day? Oh damn! It's already the next day candle. But this was kind of gonna be kind of a decider for me, because if we do go lower, I expect to go even lower, maybe to fill this gap because it would be like a swing high. But now I'm even more uncertain. Like it's not a move up, but it's also not a move down, and we're still in a weekly fair value gap on ES. So I don't know. This week I might just maybe hands off or maybe just trade a lot in lighter size. But honestly, today I could have taken a dub if I was. I don't know, bro. Weird day today. Weird day. What the fuck my trade? What the fuck, man? Oh, because all the drawings. Yeah, here's the trade. So we swept this high, which was the daily candle, and I honestly was a bit more bullish today because of so many up candles on the daily. I kind of wanted a sweep of some sort of lows for a move higher, and that's what NQ did. Let me turn on the New York AM. That's kind of what NQ did. It did not sweep this high yet at opening. We moved lower. We filled some 15-minute gaps. Bro, what? Yeah, so it filled some 15-minute gaps with this candle. With this candle, we filled some 15-minute gaps, and then we moved to this low and we swept it. Then we actually moved lower. But what I should have done was probably caught this up move, because that's exactly what happened. I need to stop looking at ES more or less. I need to start looking at ES less. I could have literally either like taken his fair value gap, but it would have been too high, and the high is what, like right here. So it's like middle of that candle. If I put it in right here, that's like not much of a trade. Even still, I could have taken. But then what happened is after we took that high, we like inverse damn near everything. And on NQ, we didn't really take any low. And after literally at this candle, I could have just taken the inversion of this whole move, stop maybe at like this order block or these gaps, and then there were London lows and this low. Yeah, this stop is probably too big, but like this could have been the trade, or no, that is a shitty. Oh, we're like probably at this fair value gap. And London lows weren't taken yet, and we had a hourly fair value gap, I believe, right there. Yeah, so we had this hourly as well. So this could have literally been the trade. But we don't talk about what could have been, would have been. We talk about what we did, which was this trade. The idea was correct, but I honestly like can't make like why did this do that? Because NQ didn't take it yet, but it was also an SMT. That's why I don't like SMTs, because I do not see them working. And then another trade that I took, I wish it showed executions, but it's already after market close. I believe, oh, let me see, 5 minute. I believe it was, yeah, it was this right here. So we broke structure on the 5 minute on ES, tapped into this 1 minute, and then I believe, yeah, it looked like this. Something like that. Was it? Bro, I do not remember. No, there was a big ass wick. Bro, I swear I'm the best trader. Or it might have been in Q. Bro, nobody's gonna be fucking watching my shit. Oh yeah, right here on NQ. I took it like right before lunch ended. We tapped. I like moves when it retraces, like when there's a big move in the AM. Lunch kind of chops, and then in the PM we would usually like continue or like just do this, but we would like chop or pull back to a 5/50 minute to go lower and take out lows. And this was my trade. We'll pull back to this 5 minute, and on ES, or was it a 15? Oh yeah, 15 minute. Pull back to this 15 minute right here. As you can see, it respected it. We closed the respecting, which is like, okay, we're gonna go lower. And to me, it made sense. If we respect the 15 minute, we would go for, I believe it was Asia lows. Or it was actually no session lows. These lows right here. Equal lows, relative equal lows as well. And it kind of made sense to me. But what was funny is I accidentally exited my whole position right here. So so this was a trade, like a clean 1 to 2. And the reason I took it, we respected the 15 minute, we inversed the 1 minute right here, broke structure, and I entered right here, broke structure with this swing low. I entered. We then pulled back to a regular fair value gap, also retesting the 15 minute inverse. I could have had another entry right there and made it around 100. And then I lost like 80 on this right here because this was also a 15 minute. We then, because we didn't take the lows yet, and it was equal lows, and we were like already there. Let's see. This was a 15-minute gap right here, this one. We kind of inversed that one, but I thought we could react off of this one because it was also an hourly. So then what I did, we honestly disrespected it. I believe the 15-minute closed around, it would be at 30, right? Yeah, so right here, so it disrespected it, but we were in an hourly. I still thought it could go lower. We broke structure with this line and we inversed this gap. I took it, I believe, right there, or no, at this candle, because as soon as this candle closed, this one like went down very fast. So my entry was a bit worse, and I believe I put my stop like at that candle. And my TP, that was like a 1 to 2, so I believe it was even lower. Yeah, I think it was something like that. I think it was a clean 1 to 2. But this was also a 15-minute gap. That was my take profit right there. And I got stopped, lost 80. So this is like down 180. And I really want to talk about, bro, 10 minutes to explain 3 trades. That's hella long. Anyway, I kind of want to talk about risk management and how, like, my max loss on the day is usually 300. I want to move it even lower, so it's 200. And risking 200 per trade with a 1 to 2, sometimes it's even more. I'd be making 400. So I made, what, 1.5K last week, and I lost 180 today. And you can see the contrast, like the risk, the loss to gain ratio is pretty good. And that's what I wanted to talk about. You, preferably, I don't like taking anything less than a 1 to 2. I believe like this one was, or like this one or something, was like 1 to 1.8. And I still don't like that. I still like more of 1 to 2 trades. And if it's not, I just still risk what I would usually risk, like 200. And if I make like 300, it's still better. But that's what I wanted to talk about. This loss is like nothing compared to my wins, which are usually like around what 300 to like 700. Yeah, that was my biggest trade. It was 729 on this eval because I had an Apex before this, but I blew it for fun because I it was resetting, and I wanted to hop on Top Step instead. And I believe I caught like one of the new like those false news candle. I somehow caught it to the upside. I was upper rack. But that was the trade today. Some people took this inversion. It was Andrew Trades, I believe. Yeah, he took this, which is honestly a pretty good trade. I like, bro. I need to start just looking at NQ, and I don't like SMTs anymore, bro. Cause look, it looked like a complete SMT. We did move lower. I could have caught that, but look, it didn't go to any low, and like I would have got stopped out or break even most likely. But yeah. Yeah. So my plan, what I kind of want, I'm again still not sure my bias, and I want to go lighter tomorrow and probably this week, depending. Well, technically we did break structure, because on NQ there is no like gap on the weekly. We do have like this weird gap, so we gotta see with that. And it looks like we just gapped up as well. And this is a doji as well, so we might hit the reversal. There's this fair value gap. So I gotta be really careful tomorrow. I might just not trade the EM because I be catch. Oh, why did I just type in AM? Because I be catching like fire trades in the PM, bro. Like this is the only imbalance on NQ. I mean ES. We have the weekly gap somewhere here. We have this gap, somewhat of a doji candle, and and well, a reversal point might be spawning, bro. But we did like technically we did break structure, but like this still could be a sweep. So I don't know. So down like 180 on the day, and yes, brother. And I also did put like some money. I believe it was like around here. It was like 5%. Yeah, I think I put some money in it right there, just like as a buying the dip. It was just like a very little amount. And honestly, if we retrace to this gap, I might put in even more. I don't know if we go lower from this, to be honest. But yeah, bro, this was the trade for today. I'm getting actually smaller. I am not eating at all. I'm just so focused on trading. And bro, I literally came after school. Like I just came after school 20 minutes ago, and I got work. I gotta leave in like 40 minutes. Gotta eat. And bro, I really want to quit this job, bro. I really want to quit this job, pass this funding, get payouts. Obviously, I don't want to force it. I don't want to need to be trading. I'm starting a little business with my friend as well, so it'll be like even better because I'm not gonna rely on trading. I just really want to quit my job, bro. Working at a grocery store, still making literally 19 something an hour, like 19.30 or something. And bro, what like, bro, I could be making my whole paycheck in a week with this. My whole 2 weekly like, what's like the usual payout? It was like $1,000 on the 50K, right? Like a usual payout. If you wanna have a little bit of a buffer as well. We have that gap on NQ. Do we have one? Yeah, no. Yes, it's lower. Yeah, bro. I really want to quit my job, and I'm driving a Camry still. I'm actually gonna be. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this work, bro. I still have these losing days are really when it just messes with my mind, and I'm really like, damn, bro. I just lost, and like, is this ever gonna work? I don't know why. Just one loss just makes me think that way. I know I just need to keep going. It doesn't matter if I become profitable in the next 6 months or in the next 2 years. I'm either gonna be working a 9 to 5 minimum wage job, or I'm gonna be whipping Lamborghinis, making 10K a day with trading, bro. I'm not gonna go down a career. People going to college. A girl behind me in class today was literally talking about how her friend or something, someone, a cousin, has still like 14 years of college because they're going to medical, becoming a doctor or something. And she said, oh, she's gonna finish when she's like in her 30s. My guy, I can't imagine going to school or a career for 30 years. Obviously, some people love to do that. Some people want to become doctors. I cannot, bro. I want to live a free life, have villas, Lamborghinis, bro. I know it's not about that, but it's more about freedom, helping my mom so my mom doesn't have to work, bro. And that's why I'm putting everything like it. Like I'm just, bro. I be saying like on bro so much. I need to really stop. But I'm actually gonna make this work. I don't care. I'm working every single day. I've back tested for hours. I'm watching ICT all day. Literally in class, anytime I have. I be studying the charts. Like, what did I do? Be sitting in the PM. I be over trading in school, bro. But still, like, within my max loss. 180 on the day is literally nothing. If I make like 400 tomorrow, another 1,000 today, or like this week, I'm gonna pass the funded account, bro. I'm gonna pass the funded. Bro. I'm already profitable. I'm already making 10K a month. That's what you gotta tell yourself, bro. I've been doing that, bro. I've been believing that. I've been knowing that I do. I just need to get there. I'm extremely grateful that I have this job that is able to provide me income, so I can buy stuff that I don't rely on trading, which gives me a good mental. Also, extremely grateful for my Instagram and everyone that's following me, joining the Discord. It's completely free if you want to join. And bro, I'm actually gonna run it up this year. I really, really want to help people, bro. Because imagine you're like 15 to like 25. You just focus on this for 1 to 2 years, and you never have to work again. There's people making thousands in a trade, literally like 10K, which is like someone's probably year salary. Well, more likely if you're just in a regular career, regular life, like 2 months worth of your expenses or your job income in literally a trade. You have the opportunity of to make someone's salary in like a day or a week or a month. And I'm not gonna quit this because I know people make this work. People have made this work, and they are not smarter than me, bro. They are not smart. You can literally April 28th, 2025. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'm turning 19. I still work at a grocery store. Drive a Camry outside. It's dirty. Has sticker residue on it. Because my mom drove it, had some sticker on it. It's knocking. It has like 150,000 miles. Running up on 155. I'm extremely grateful for it, bro. It gets me to places, but I'm gonna have more. I know I will have more. Building my relationship with God every single day. He's actually helping me a ton. Let's see, we might want to actually fill this imbalance because it closed right here and opened down here. This is a very big imbalance as well. We'll see, bro. I'm actually gonna make this work. This is definitely for edits for the future. Bro, I'm actually gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this work, trust. Well, let's wrap it up. I gotta eat some food, go to work, clock in again. It's gonna be a grind. I'm graduating in a month, bro, from high school. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. If you're thinking why I'm so old still in high school, because when I came to this country, I didn't know any English, and they just put me a grade lower, so I didn't fall behind as much. But bro, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this work. Yes, sir. Let's get it.